strong, just like a love song. Baby, it's haunting me. Don't know what you're thinking. It's like I'm sinking deep underwater. Maybe it's harder, harder, harder for me. Oh, harder for me. Maybe we're over it, or maybe just lovers. Cause under the covers, baby, you're showing me how to be fearless so no one can hear us. You're throwing the pillars to the floor. Now put your loving, loving, loving on me. Yeah, loving on me. Maybe you won't see me get emotional, and sometimes I pretend I'm just above it all. But I want you lying next to me. Yeah, I want your body, body, body too. Yeah, body too. And baby, please don't think I'll run away from you. It's just sometimes I get scared to dive into it. I want you lying next to me. Yeah, I want your body, body, your body too. Yeah, body too. Will you be my ride or die? Around all these people, we'll try to be someone better than you and I. Posing for pictures, but nobody listens to anything that you have to say. Can we just leave and walk away? Walk away, walk away. Maybe you won't see me get emotional, and sometimes I pretend I'm just above it all. But I want you lying next to me. Yeah, I want your body, body, body too. Yeah, body too. And baby, please don't think I'll run away from you. It's just sometimes I get scared to dive into it. I want you lying next to me. Yeah, I want your body, body, your body too. Yeah, body too.
On a weary line, too scared to trust you and jump down. I'll keep my status quo up here, won't let anybody come near. I'll fix it on my own. 29 years I've been the same, trying so hard to run from shame. Can I keep up the pace? To fool myself, I don't need grace. Will you be there to catch my fall? Need to be sure call. Darkness surround me and I don't know why it's so hard to let go. Why it's so hard to let go. I know I'll meet you down the line. You'll ask why I wasted my time. And I'll say I didn't know better, but the truth is I was weak and scattered, afraid of the blame. 29 years I've been the same, trying so hard to run from shame. And I will not keep up the pace to fool myself, I don't need grace. Will you be there to catch my fall? Need to be sure you hear my call. Darkness surround me and I don't know why it's so hard to let go. Why it's so hard. Will you be there to catch my fall? Need to be sure you'll hear my call. Darkness surround me and I don't know why it's so hard to let go. Why it's so hard to let go. Yeah, hard to let go. Hard to let go. Why it's so hard to let go.
Wake me up, I'm getting tired of sleeping. Think I've had enough. I've been gone, but haven't done much healing. It's pretty clear to me. Kinda strange how I can take a beat from my better self. It's like no one else even really scratches the surface. 'Cause nobody gets, nobody gets, nobody gets me. I'm looking for faith, looking for love in every direction. I'm looking for someone to show me the way when my map is torn up. not getting any braver. 'Cause nobody gets, nobody gets, nobody gets me. I'm looking